What is going on? I am Jay Tarantino, the Guitar Boss. Welcome back to another lesson. Today we're going to be breaking down some of the sick licks that I just played for you right here from the ethereal song, the Soothsayer. Make sure you're warmed up and pay attention. So today's lesson is going to be featuring licks from the main bridge solo from the ethereal song The Soothsayer from our Thread of Life EP. Last lesson we went over the first verse. We're going to keep moving along in the song. This time we got the bridge. A lot of alternate picking, a lot of open string pull-offs, hammer-ons, and pull-offs. This is a great lick to practice the synchronization of the left and right hands. We're going to get into some tips and some techniques to play this cleanly, to build speed. So now I'm going to play it to the track so you hear the context of the lick. So here we go. So the main theme for this riff is we're going to be playing 16th notes on the G string, and we're going to be going back and forth between the open G and then the fretted notes on the 7th, 8th, and 10th frets on the G string. It's mostly on the G string, and there's going to be a little bit of a scale run at the end of each phrase. So the best way to practice this, to develop the speed, to develop the synchronization between the left and right hand, is just practice playing the notes on the G string with the metronome. So just start off slow with the metronome. Just get the notes. And so on. Just practice just that. Practice it slow and really work on syncing the left and the right hand. That's number one. And then number two, focus on the scale run at the end of each phrase. So in this case, we've got this first one, we're in this key of C minor, so this is all based on C natural minor or C Aeolian. We got really two patterns that we're working with here. So we've got this one, which occurs 3 times throughout the lick, and then we have this one here. So those are the only 2 patterns you really have to worry about. So again, just isolating those, just break those down, just play the scale. Just practice that again, working on the synchronization of the left and right hands. Practice it with a metronome. Start off slow, build up speed, and then try to put the whole thing together. So gradually build it up to speed. So again, like I said, we're using the G string, the open G. That's going to be our pedal note, and we're doing straight 16th notes. So it's going to be 4 notes per beat. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and so on. So that's the first part of the pattern. The second part are the fretted notes. So here's the pattern without the open G. Here's just the notes on the G and then the scale run at the end. So it's so it's 8 and then 7 8 hammer on, and then we got 10 8 10 8 8 and then hammer on 7 to 8. And then here's the scale run. So it's 11 10 8 11 10 9, I'm sorry, 11 10 8 11 9 8 10 8 7 10 8 6 5. So down up down up down up down up down up down up down. So here's that whole pattern with the open G and with the 16th note rhythm going. So So again, when I play that last note on the D, I'm keeping the 16th note rhythm, and then we're quickly transitioning to the open G. So then the third time it repeats, we start off the same, but we're going to play the last phrase, the scale at the end. We change it up a little bit. So we're doing So we're doing 12, 10, 12 hammer on. Then we're doing 13, 12. And then 12, 10, 12 hammer on. So, or so again, the first two are the same as the first time, and then the very last one we change it up, we go up higher. So again, and then the scale is, so it's 16, 15, 13, 16, 15, 13, 15, 13, 12, 15, 13, 12, 10. So, and again, that last note, we keep the 16 note rhythm going, and then we quickly transition to the open G. And you notice when I do the scale run, I'm actually using my ring finger, but you can play it either way. You can use the pinky, you can use the ring finger. For me, at this speed, it's easier to use the ring finger. So you noticed before I was doing. So sometimes when I play it slow, I'm using the pinky. When I play it fast, I use the ring finger. I can't really explain it. It's just a comfort thing. And I do the same thing here. I use the ring finger instead of using my pinky. So the fingering, whatever's comfortable for you, whatever you want to do, whatever makes it easier. So as you saw when I played the solo over the backing track, that same pattern repeats again for a second round, and it's exactly the same way as we just went over it. And when we do this live with the band, I play the first half, our guitarist John plays the second half, because the next section, which we'll go over next week, is again, it's just another barrage of 16th notes, so it gives me a nice break when he plays it the second time to get into the next section. And also I think it sounds cool to have both guitar players kind of going back and forth with it. So here it is again, slow, and like I said, the second half, it's exactly the same. So here it is.